Look at this. It's another day of chaos here. I might even be. People are tripping and falling over here. I'm Louis Hamilton. I'm the host of the Bako Motorsports Power Hour, brought to you by a sign factory, Budweiser, these guys, all three of these guys. We got Auto Club Pomosa Raceway. We got Bakersfield Speedway, Kern County Raceway Park. Good to have you guys here. We also have Mike Griffith representing us today over there in the corner. Yeah.
I am ready.
He's been covering motorsports here at Bakersfield, California since 1899, believe it or not.
Barney Olds. Was that the old
I watched Barney Olds race in 1930.
Hey, I wanted to
Barney
ask.
Olds racing Vanderbilt.
Scott Cox told me today that he's really unhappy that he has not been allowed to host the Power Hour show yet because he's dominated at all of your guys' tracks.
I think he's been to my
we want to be able
racetrack,
to
but
talk
okay.
during the show. That's why we
That's
don't have him on.
exactly. Show 24. I guess is that a good thing or a bad thing? 24. Next
That'd
week,
be Jeff
25.
Gordon.
As
Gordon's
Jay
number.
starts, I'm
Right.
going for that.
If you're Jeff Gordon, it's
Okay, we got a lot to talk to. We got Saturday Night Nitro, huge night for you guys.
Big.
And then we've got, believe it or not, we've got not one, not two, but three guests from Bakersfield Speedway who all went to Boone, Iowa, and had a big week out there. And at Kern County Raceway Park, we're going to talk Supermoto, and we're going to talk points, and we're going to talk what's coming up over the next couple of weeks. We've got a lot of big events coming up that. And then circling back through you guys, we got Bud Nationals to talk about, and we're going to talk about your construction project again, too.
okay.
I'm going to do the satellite view again. All right, let's go to the first slide and follow us on the Bako Motorsports Power Hour on Facebook. We now have topped 400 likes on that.
Yay.
Small but mighty. Small but mighty. The chase is set. Keselowski wins in Richmond. Now it's time to do this thing. Now, Griffith, explain what's going to happen here. And if you can't do it, Blakesley will bail you out here in a second.
They're going to start turning left. It's as simple as that. There's 16,
What is it? Okay,
there's
you are
16 guys. They're going to start turning left.
In American history, there's very few motorsports riders who have been at this as long as you have. Do you understand what the chase is going to look like?
The chase?
16 cars,
There's 16 cars.
Yes.
And they kind
Go
of
to the next slide, please.
I saw the chart. They kind of
There
look
they
like
are.
they fiddled with it a little bit. 16 cars. And they're going to whittle it down after the first 4 races. So,
But they're like, it's okay. Correct me if I'm wrong.
it's a descending. It ends up with what, 3 now?
Four.
Four
Four
drivers
at the end.
for the last 4 races. So every 4 races,
It's a race within a race, though, right?
It's a bracket,
Exactly.
so they
Yeah.
made it like a playoff.
Yeah.
So every couple races, guys get eliminated.
Yeah.
And going into the final race, going into Homestead, they narrow it to 4.
Right.
So any one of those 4 could
Right.
still win it going into Homestead. An interesting number to me because a lot of times it comes down to about 2 or 3 guys. So they thought, let's make it 4.
Right.
Just give it one more. So anyway, final 4 at Homestead.
It's like but it's like I was thinking about this the other day. It's like you could win the race, but not Casey Mears could win, in Phoenix, but he wouldn't. He's not in the
no,
chase.
he's not
so
in the
he's
chase.
out.
This is just, I don't know, purists might say more gimmicky, but you have to do something. The old points formula by this time, maybe with 10 races to go, there would be some guys that could be 200 points up or
Right.
something,
Well,
and
that-
basically they're not going to lose.
That and football starts. So
and that
everyone
football
turns to
starts.
that.
Everybody's
Let's
looking
be
at
real
football.
here.
So
Football starts, people
everybody's
change channels.
so they're trying to draw more eyes
Right.
on a Sunday afternoon
Yeah.
to NASCAR.
Exactly.
It's a pretty savvy media campaign though, because I really paid attention to it. I mean, the advertising is very slick about it's new and it's exciting, and there's many countries involved now because
Yeah.
the drivers are sort of international. So I don't know.
Well, and a lot have followed. Drag racing does it now.
Yeah, right.
Golf
The
does it
countdown.
now.
Yeah.
Golf has a FedEx championship.
exactly-
so
exactly.
everyone's turning to it. So
Right.
pretty
I think-
innovative on NASCAR's
I think
part.
this year it's really worked well for NASCAR in the winning and getting in and putting the emphasis on winning races. And I think it's just made for a bit of a more exciting regular season. I'm sure this playoff season is going to be the most exciting yet because anything can happen. You've got 4 races. You can't mess up. If you get a blown engine or an early wreck and you're finishing 38th, 42nd, you're in trouble.
Yeah. You guys have any favorites in this thing? What do you guys think, Stephen Blakesley? What's your thought?
Well, I do like Gordon on this one, but I got to tell you that it's like the Hendricks and the Penske's. The two of them have just run the table almost every week. There's
Right.
Hendrick cars up front, and of course, basically the pseudo Hendrick car of Harvick, because those cars are prepared by Hendricks. So if you're not in a Hendrick car or a Penske car, good luck.
Right. Scott, what do you think?
Well, first of all, I'm old school. I think this chase thing
Right.
is not good. I mean, I like the fact that you race all year long.
Right.
A guy's good at the beginning of the year. Well, so be it. He's good at the beginning of the year, or he's strong in the middle.
Right.
So I'm not a fan of the chase, but I want to see Harvick or Dale Jr.
Okay. All right.
I'm thinking Kevin Harvick. I don't think he's shown everything he's got so far this year.
I have to agree with you. It seems like he's just right there all the time, especially the last couple of weeks.
And I like Scott's old school because under the old school formula, Kevin Harvick would have a
He would
championship.
Exactly.
probably
Yeah.
had it locked by now,
Right.
right?
He'd be a
Yeah.
champion, but you can't say would have, could have, should have.
Right.
I mean,
Yep.
they've changed the rules.
And
The
would
rules
Jimmy
changed.
Johnson have won 6 in a row if there
No,
wasn't the
Gordon would
chase?
have won a few.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why they do it. Totally understand that.
Right.
Being in the business, I get that. But like I said, old school. You got to put the whole year, a good year together.
Right.
I mean,
Yep.
maybe change the point system where if you win, you get different
Well-
points where you reward it and you can make up a gap here or there. I don't know.
Case
but-
in point, Tony Stewart has a championship that under the old formula he'd never had. He got into the chase, ran well, and during the last 10 races. So under the old style, he'd never have a championship.
All right, let's power through these slides here real quick. Let's show you guys a little bit of what we had. This is Keselowski with the big win there in Richmond. He was pretty happy, obviously. Let's keep going there. That's a nice, beautiful shot from Associated Press. And there's Harvick right there. He was in contention for this race. Had led for a little bit, I think, at some point during the race. He ended up finishing 5th. He's 6th in the Sprint Cup standings. Casey Mears, 31st. He's still 24th in the Sprint Cup standings, but he's out of the chase now. We've just finished the Federated Auto Parts 400, so this weekend we're going to Chicagoland, and that's where it starts. So Sunday afternoon, you will see this race, the myfibstory.com 400.
Okay.
and I am not a fan of Loudon or
Yeah.
Dover either.
Uh,
But
Nate-
whatever. Just not a fan of those racetracks.
He's-
He's just a grouch over there.
there-
I'm just not a fan of those racetracks. I'll say it.
I
Nationwide,
can't. No comment.
Kyle
on
Busch
that.
completely dominated the nationwide race.
Led every lap.
Yeah. Ryan Reed finished 16th. He's 9th. He's like just stuck there.
Yeah, that one was a little different for him. Like all those guys, Larson, Kwasniewski, they all kind of struggled.
Yeah, it was really a Cup drivers other than the Elliott kid. Here's Harvick. He was 3rd at Richmond. And there you go. All right. We got a ton of stuff to talk about coming up here. There's so much going on over the next few weeks. It's just absolutely incredible. I was thinking about all the events that we've got going on between you guys. I mean, everyone's got something exciting going on. There's something for everybody. If you're not a fan, if you have a particular niche, these guys will serve it up to you in the best possible way that you can imagine. So great track experiences. We'll talk about those in a minute. We're right back here with Mike Griffith. I'm Louis Amasor, the Bako Motorsports Power Hour, brought to you by Budweiser.